Let's freaking go!
Not tonight, baby, not tonight.
It is clear that Kirby Smart is the best coach in the SEC. The truth is, there's no such thing as an SEC Coach of the Year award if it's not awarded to what Smart did this year. Okay, we get a low throw by Zachariah Branch, and I have an insane stat that I want to share from this game at the end of this video, which shows you how freaking good of a coach and a team Georgia has been this year. Man, look at Kirby. Stale, mated face. He has no emotion after this ridiculous block punt. Are you kidding me? Someone tell me who number 83 is in the comment section, because, of course, I'm not going to know off the top of my head. But this was one whale of a block punt. He gets there in plenty of time. He could have made a sandwich, man. He could have drove all the way to freaking Marietta. And, wow, just a huge block punt, and Georgia has good field position. Georgia offense is probably my favorite misdirection offense to watch in all of college football. So we have a heavy set right here. You bring in a backup to the backup tight end, and you have three tight ends here to the right side. Heavy fake to the left. Let's pull an extra guard to give an extra hat here to the right side. And look at all this smash mouth push right here. And honestly, if you've been watching our film studies, the stars of this offense has been their tight ends, right? The blocking has just been so good from Lucky, Delp, Riddell. 23 is getting some good push. Man, that is just nasty work, and you're forcing a safety to have to make a difficult tackle versus a powerful runner in Nate Frazier. Then, obviously, you're in a heavier set yet again. You're now at the 1 yard line, and you're expecting this to be just a nice heavy little run, but what this is zero fakes as if he is the lead blocker, and now he's cutting out to the right side. Once again, this play is so good that Zero can slip to the ground and still be able to get to the outside and score this, right? You could see that Hubbard, who is the contained defender, has his eyes on Nate Frazier. This is really bad from a guy who's arguably been the best big play safety in the SEC, and he just gets beat really badly right there for a touchdown to Broderick Robinson. If you were to define what the Gunnar Stockton era has been, it's this play right here. And it's just been what he's been as a QB, right? No big plays, no turnovers either, right? He gets himself in trouble when he's throwing over the middle of the field. This is obviously an easy first down. You can go to here, you can go to here, or you could just run it yourself, and that is what Gunnar elects to do, right? If you throw this guy could come in and pick this off. If you throw it in the flats, that's obviously not getting the job done either. Yeah, we can argue that you can make this throw right here, but if they're going to give you that rush lane, two hands on the football, let's get north and south, which, of course, Gunnar is really good at doing, and he falls forward for the first down. Yeah, the biggest difference in this game was the run game, right? Alabama, 16 carries for -3 yards. And Georgia, man, they were just a more physical team. We have a counter GY run to the right side. This is actually a really good piece of running right here by Nate. This is honestly boxed in pretty well. There's a guy right here in the hole, and Nate just finds a way past 11 right there, and Freeland does a good job pushing him forward, and he keeps pushing him forward. And this is just Georgia Bulldog football personified right here. These offensive linemen getting their asses up and pushing Nate Frazier just forward, churning out these extra yards, and there you go. You have a first down. We get a Dillon Bell touchdown catch, and for brevity, there was another Gunner Stockton strike to Bell for a first down. And, man, Dillon Bell is just a good crunch time wide receiver. This is really well done from Gunner. He starts off looking to the right, and it looks like Georgia is running a smash variation over here. So you got a 3-over-2. Let's work to the backside, and you have an in-breaker here from Lawson Luckie, and now you're waiting for this next in-breaker for Dillon Bell. God, this is just really, really, really good stuff. You could see the stripe of Gunnar Stockton's helmet right here. Starting off looking to the right, work back to the left, and the pocket is really good for Georgia. And look at when Gunnar is ripping that bad boy. Really good stuff. Boom. Right on the money for 6. And this has been a really good play for Georgia, not just when they actually hand the football to Bell, but just when they fake out of it. In fact, they've been more profitable faking out of handoffs to Bell with jet sweeps pre-snaps This time they actually do hand it to him, and even with him tripping, because he has a head of steam, he's able to fall forward. All right, 3rd and 6, and I think in this spot, Gunner got a little spooked. This is a very exotic pressure right here from Alabama. So they're crowding the line of scrimmage, and the two guys that back out is actually a DT, a linebacker, and a safety. Okay, so this ends up just being a 4-man rush. You want to know why Cash Jones plays? It's because he's able to sort this stuff out. And the Georgia protection figures it out. Okay, so now Stockton, we can get into some footwork here. Obviously, he's backing up. Part of why I think he's backing up like this is because if it was a crowded line of scrimmage, normally you want to back up, and give your guy time to, get open. But right here, his footwork it just looks a little off. You mechanic experts, feel free to correct me on that. And there is a hand right there as well. This is open right here to Zachariah Branch, and it just gets airmailed, right? So there you go. Just a bad miss. And I understand the numbers are just not going to back this up, but it's very important for people that actually vote on this stuff to watch the games themselves, because Zachariah Branch should be first team, or at least second or third team All-SEC. He really, really, really was that good for Georgia. I mean, this is an insane cutback, and then the speed to get vertical, break through Hubbard's tackle, and then fall forward for a first down. And this is what a run game can do, right? Once again, Georgia's run game wasn't ridiculously explosive, but when they run it well enough, Gunner's able to pull this, like his numbers out here, and, well, throw the football to Dillon Bell. Obviously, Humphreys, that's a fine block. And now all Bell needs to do is not necessarily make this guy miss, but just with all that space, fall forward and take the yards that are. And this right here is the tackle of the year. I don't think Kirby's going to be happy that Bowens did not get this first down. Both of these teams run this play a lot, which is, you fake the handoff to the running back, and the running back just sprints into the flats. And this is just, honestly, I just don't think of a tackle in the SEC that was better than this year by 8. Holy crap. He's able to, I accidentally fast forwarded. Look at that. You would have thought Bowens was definitely picking up that first down. No horse collar or anything. Good, clean tackle right there. 3rd and 3, and yeah, I don't think Kane Womack's going to like that. It was a free release here to Zachariah Branch in the slot, and it's just pitch and catch first down. Ugh. That's a tough one to take if you're Alabama down 14. And this is just really, really, really good sequencing here from Georgia. So you've been hitting Branch on these quick screens. You have a vertical, and then have Lawson Luckie, who acts like he's blocking, to then wheel up. You can see 11 was trying to tell 5, hey, take Luckie right here. It's too late. All right, and Gunnar Stockton sees Lawson Luckie open, and he delivers it right to him. And that's really good ball location right there. Remember, Luckie in the SEC championship game last year had that ridiculous catch versus Texas. My goodness gracious. Somebody hand me the freaking lotion. I am so in love with this play. Good old-fashioned smash mouth tackle football. Okay, once again, Georgia is a misdirection offense that also is a powerful offense. So it helps that you have the best athletes, but it also helps that your better athletes versus Alabama's elite athletes, they're on their heels, right? You've been hitting them. So you've been hitting Dillon Bell. Remember, we showed you a jet sweep a little bit earlier, right? So even with this motion, and it's clear that he's not getting the football, you have to respect it, okay? Then you fake this handoff to the right side. Once again, Nate Frazier, it looks like that bye dance. No, it's not the bye dance. What was it, Jay? It's gonna be May. That's what it looks like right there, Nate Frazier. So you fake like you're going to the right, and then you robot your way back to the left. And the two guys that have been making it happen this year for Georgia have been their two experienced tight ends, Lawson Luckie and Oscar Delp, okay? Let's talk about painting, right? A guy like PICASSO, an artist, he was great right out the chute as an all-time great artist. That's a guy like Brock Bowers, an all-time great talent. But then you also have painters like Cezanne, who would take hundreds of hours to create his modern works of art. And these two tight ends are more of your Cezanne tight ends, right? Not an all-time great like Bowers or Picasso, but Cezanne, he was a great artist, right? And Bowers, he was a great tight end. Delp and Luckie took them a little while longer to develop into what they are right now. And look at these blocks. Look at these blocks, folks. And look at this hole. Boom. You can't play football better than that, y'all. You simply can't do it. You simply can't play tackle football better than that. And what is Georgia going to do? Well, of course they're going to run a screen to Zachariah Branch. So this was actually a screen that LSU really popularized, that really bad LSU offense, in the very first game of the season for them versus Clemson. This play really did win them the game. So you have Cash Jones running out to the left, and you're thinking that this is going to be a screen to Cash Jones. So what Zachariah Branch does a really good job of here is selling that he might be faking that he's going to block here for Cash Jones. So Gunnar Stockton has to sell that this ball could potentially go to Jones, but it's actually going to Branch. Okay, so Jones fakes as if he's getting it. There's a lot of pressure, so this is a difficult throw for Stockton to get out, and he's able to get it out to Branch, and Branch takes care of business. Ridiculous block, again, by Lawson Luckie. London Humphrey was also a ridiculous blocker. And we all know when it comes to kicking it into a higher gear, nobody in the SEC this year has been better than Zachariah Branch. So, like I said at the beginning, Kirby Smart better be SEC Coach of the Year. You just need to get rid of the award if it's not him. I understand Clark Lee, all that BS. No, the best coach in the SEC is Kirby. It's not close. And at the same time, as Branch does the Ronaldo celebration, once again, I've been defending Mike Bowo all year. Okay, it's ridiculous how good he's been. But I want to share a ridiculous stat. Georgia did not have a single offensive play of 20 yards or more. This is death by 1,000 cuts. Now, they will need that vertical passing game for them to win it all at some point. That's how good Kirby is at coaching. And that's how solid this team still is. So, honestly, give them a lot of freaking credit for putting Ty Simpson in a phone booth today, okay? Yes! Power Hour, SEC. Boom! Tonight, we are doing sushi.